Hello Scorpio, this is going to be your reading for singles for February 2020. I hope you're doing well today, and we are going to see what is coming through, what is going on, what messages I can give to you. And so this is going to be for those of you that are Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign Scorpios, and we're going to see. Also, I want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading with me, information will be down in the description box below. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. And also, if you would like to purchase any of my intention bracelets or embroidered intention cards, they are on my Etsy. So the Etsy shop link will be down below. So these are all handmade. They are meditated with, they are saged, they are there to remove challenges and obstacles in different areas of your life. So I'm wearing the singles one here, which corresponds nicely to this reading. Shipped internationally, and also do check out the reviews to see how other people have seen results with these bracelets, because that's a bit that just makes me go, whoa, that's so cool. But obviously, I've expected it because I knew it would happen. So yeah, just seeing, how so many of you see the results is amazing, and how so many of you are manifesting the things that you want to manifest with these bracelets is incredible. And also, for those of you that don't like wearing bracelets, there are intention embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, in your wallet or your purse. Let me just grab an example just to sort of show you. This is what they look like. So they're embroidered, and you can very much so put them in those areas, and it works with the intention. So that is also what I have right there. I love being creative, and that's my way of mixing creativity and spirituality together to really help as many of you as I possibly can. So Scorpio, you won't believe this. Queen of Cups and this Death card is totally you, right? Death is ruled by Scorpio, and the Queen of Cups is also a very strong sort of Scorpio energy as well. Woe, right? Woe. Plus you've got the Fool. Oh, there's another card under there as well. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, so we've got here the Fool as well. Actually, let me put the Fool up here. You've got the 8 and the 9 of Wands, and we've also got the 7 of Swords, which is very interesting because we're going to actually put this with the Fool. Both of these are very yellow in nature, and you're probably thinking, how is the 7 of Swords a good energy? This is about lessons, right? The 7 of Swords points towards lessons you've learnt from the past. Now, this doesn't necessarily just have to be relationships, because some of you may never have had a relationship, okay, because this is a singles reading, so some of you have had past relationships, some of you may not have had any. Essentially, this is just in general about lessons that you've learned. For some of you, this is lessons you've learned in regards to, past experiences, deceit, people that lie, steal, and even, cheat. So this is about lessons that you've learned that you do not want to repeat. So what the guides are saying specifically for February is, this is really about looking at what's happened in the past, and then actually thinking to yourself, okay, I'm not going to repeat that in the future, and I'm not going to go towards the same kinds of people. This is very interesting, because what the guides are saying is that you have been attracting, so especially for those of you that have had relationships in the past, you have attracted the same kind of people over and over again, and to break that cycle, because the Fool starts from 0, right? To break that cycle, it's about considering people that perhaps are not your usual type, which is very interesting. This is literally what's coming through. Not being around people that are your usual type, being around people that are sort of different in that sense, so that is actually what I'm seeing. Believe it or not, that is so interesting, and this is about breaking the cycle, because of course the Fool starts from 0. It's a fresh, clean slate. The Fool is also that sort of Uranus energy, where it's very spontaneous, can be immature. So this is about sort of going towards something that is completely different from your usual type, and sort of being quite spontaneous about it, which actually is super interesting. So that's what the guides are trying to tell you right now, is that sometimes to break the cycle, and to actually attract what we really want, we have to sometimes just, be spontaneous. And, spontaneous acts can sort of get us into trouble sometimes, right? And going towards things spontaneously without thinking too much can get us into trouble. But this is about doing something different, right? So if you find that you've had trouble attracting love, it is about approaching it in a different way. And perhaps if you've been very serious for a while and, you know, you just haven't really had time to have fun and things like that, then it is about, you know, being spontaneous, going out, having fun, you know, taking care of yourself. So it's about, you know, essentially doing something different. There we go. The Queen of Cups there is really about sort of knowing what your needs are and going towards what your needs need, right? So if you've been just neglecting yourself and you've been, you know, chasing after certain things or someone per se, but it hasn't been suiting your needs, it is about first and foremost putting your needs first, going through that energy of acceptance, you know, self-acceptance and taking care of yourself, which is so important for February, you know. So that's what I'm seeing in February, is that you're going to be making changes, you know, where you're going to think, actually, you know what, I deserve this in my life, I want this in my life, I am here for myself in this life time, and I need to, you know, be who I am. So this is about you thinking about all of those options and then also manifesting towards those options, doing things for yourself, taking care of yourself, progressing towards things in regards to yourself. So that's what the Eight of Wands is all about. You know, it's about taking care of yourself, progressing towards things within and with yourself, and you know, trying to avoid that Seven of Swords, because what the guides are saying is that that Seven of Swords is avoidable. Don't know if you can see that, but the Ace of Cups is also flipped over. So we've got the Emperor, we've got the Lovers, see? We've got the Ace of Cups with the Three of Swords. So this really is a very, very strong indication, very, very strong indication for those of you singles to do something that is a little bit different, or to go after people that aren't your usual type, or to, you know, if you have been, you know, single for a very, very long time, this really is about sort of maybe changing your approach and maybe not being so afraid in sort of the way you go forward, and also being a bit more sort of confident in your own abilities, you know, perhaps not shying away from it so much, because it can be a really, you know, it can be a really nice thing. Now the Three of Swords also shows lessons, right? Again, threes in tarot are about lessons. It's also about the past. A lot of this is connecting to your past. Some of you may be afraid of manifesting something because of what's happened in your past, so that is something I'm seeing. And for some of you that have been single, it might just be plain scary, you know, plain old scary to go forward and to, you know, have something, because you might be thinking, well, a lot of people play each other these days, you know, modern dating is difficult. I'm not going to lie, it is difficult, it is challenging, you know, so this can be fears and also lessons from the past that kind of block you. But what you must do is not feed the fear. That's very important. And I do see that there's something really beautiful and very spiritual starting to bloom from February onwards, not just within yourself and your own energy, but actually in regards to attraction and chemistry with someone here that I'm seeing. So things that are going to open up with someone here, that's what I'm seeing, right? You can start small with communication and then really bloom and grow, especially with spring approaching. So I do see a lot of bloom, I do see a lot of growth here with someone specifically, and then around about springtime, that's when it's really going to take off. So February is like a starting point. It is a stepping stone, should I say? Yep, stepping stone, especially with the Fool, that is the stepping stone. It's about breaking the cycle. See, look at that. Four of Wands, it's the start of something. Five of Pentacles here is about feeding your fear. Try not to feed your fear. Very, very important. You know, there is that element of, you know, you thinking, what if I manifest and I progress with this and then it just slaps me in the face, you know? So it is about not feeding your fear too much, but also keeping your eyes open and also paying attention to red flags is, of course, very important. Four of Wands here shows something very divine. It does also show that there's potential for love to open up so long as you allow yourself to, you know, get to that point. But of course, make sure you keep your eyes peeled for red flags. Of course, that's very important, because this is a general reading, you know, but for some of you, this is going to hit home so hard, so deep, so fast, in that sense. But also, you know, Four of Wands here, 1111, it really shows that there is, you know, you're on the right path in your life. That's what it's showing. But there is something, you know, so strong about this reading, which is showing that, you know, whatever's happened in the past is the past, but those lessons are really the lessons that you've learned are going to contribute to a beautiful future, which is opening up for you. So Scorpio, this is your reading, and if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and definitely do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, my bracelets which are on Etsy as well if you're interested in those, and definitely do take care everyone.